This video is sponsored by Rendair. More on them later.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Andrea. I am an interior designer and content creator, and I make YouTube videos about interior design. I'm glad to have you here. Today, we're gonna be talking about the best interior design softwares of this year. There has been a lot of things happening recently, a lot of softwares coming out, and I know that it can be a little bit confusing, especially for new designers who are just getting into the industry and they don't know what to focus their energy on, which software to learn. There are so many options, and I feel like they are coming out day by day, and there's just so many new tools. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my opinion on what I think you should be focusing on. And without further ado, let's begin. The first thing that we need to talk about before we start talking about examples of interior design software is the types of software that you should be learning as an interior designer. There are many different types of software. They all have different usages. They all have different applications. And I think that you should be familiar with all these before you actually start looking into specific tools to learn. So the first type of software that you should be learning is 2D software. So these are tools that are specifically made for 2D drawing. So these ones are floor plans, elevations, sections, site plans, context plans. There is a number of construction drawings that interior designers need to make for projects, and it is so important to get the right software for this type of drawing. So this type of software has to be very good for very specific construction documentation. So it is important to choose something that you really like, and you also need to use different scales for those drawings depending on the type of drawing. So you need to be able to scale them correctly, export them correctly, and print them on the correct size. So there are so many different sizes for architectural sheets, and it is important that your software is able to print in all of those sizes. What are some examples that have been around forever? The first one that comes to mind is AutoCAD. AutoCAD is a software that has been around for ages, probably for the longest time in the architecture industry. It is still used a lot today by interior design, architecture firms, by mill workers, and by many professionals to create this type of 2D drawings that I was talking to you about. Should you learn it? I think that at this point in time, there is a lot of people using AutoCAD still. And although you might be hearing that there's gonna be this shift where AutoCAD is no longer gonna be used, this is all like an idea in the air, because currently in the present times, it is still being used by a lot of interior design and architecture firms. So if you are someone who is wanting to get a job at a interior design firm, at a architecture studio, most likely they will be asking for designers to work with AutoCAD. So I know that AutoCAD is the leading software and has been for many, many years, but recently there is another software that came to the market, and it is called Rendair Design. Now, I have made some tutorials on this software, and when I was introduced to it, I absolutely loved it because it's so easy to use. If you've ever used AutoCAD in the past, if you learned AutoCAD in school, you probably know that there is a bit of a learning curve. So it's not as self-intuitive, and you probably will need a tutor or a teacher to teach you this tool because it's really hard to learn it on your own. So Rendair is very self-intuitive, and that is why a lot of people are really liking this tool, because it's so easy to use, so easy to understand just by watching a few tutorials, and there is not that complexity that comes with AutoCAD. So these are kind of like the most popular ones in general in the interior design field, but of course that there are other tools that you might want to be using and that might be available in your region. Now, the next type of software that you need to be using is 3D software, which is a software that will allow you to turn those 2D drawings into 3D, so into a real model of a 3D space that you can actually, walk around in and actually see how the space is going to come to life. Now, recently there has been a very high competition on 3D software, and a lot of companies are just trying to get their software out, and they are promising a lot of things. However, I do think that you only need a tool that is able to help you visualize your interior design projects in the easiest and fastest way. So the one that I personally use is Sketchup. This one has been around for a long time as well, and I do trust them because they have been in the industry for a really long time. And if you are interested in learning SketchUp, you can do that with me as well. I do have a course, and you can check the link in the description for more details. But whatever software you choose for 3D modeling, what you need to be able to do is master this software. Like, you need to be able to create anything in 3D, like build whatever, because if you come up with a design and then you're not able to bring that to your software, then what is the point? So make sure that you find something that you can learn fast, easily, hassle-free, and also taking into account what are companies asking for if you are looking to work for a company. There's many factors that you should take into consideration, but as an interior designer, you're definitely gonna need a software for 3D models.
This video is brought to you by Rendair, an AI-powered architectural rendering platform designed to streamline the creation of high-quality, hyper-realistic 3D visuals for professionals in architecture, interior design, and landscaping. It simplifies the rendering process by allowing users to generate detailed visuals from various inputs, such as sketches, floor plans, 3D models, or even written descriptions. You can also edit these renders by selecting specific areas to modify, remove elements like people or furniture, or even sketch directly inside the image to develop your design further. Once you're happy with the results, you can upscale the images to enhance their quality. And they also have a video feature that allows you to create dynamic animations from your renders with a simple description. So here are some examples of the things that you can do with Rendair. So you can write a prompt and then it'll create an image based on that description that you have written. You can also upload an elevation. So this is a line drawing from CAD, and then it'll turn that into a render. Another way to use it is by uploading a sketch that will turn into a render, or a 3D base or a 3D model basically. You can also do that with an image that you find online, and you can create variations of your renders. Some additional tools that you can use is select and modify certain items from your render, remove certain objects, or insert them and modify them, or you can sketch your idea into an image to create a render. If you want to learn more about Rendair, you can check the link in the description below. Make sure to follow them. And if you use the code RENDER10, you can get 10% on your Rendair subscription. Okay, let's get back to the video.
Okay, so the next type of software that you need is a software for rendering. So after you have created your model, your 3D space, you might want to render that space. So you need an additional software that can connect to your 3D modeling software to be able to render that space. And going back to SketchUp, the reason that I like SketchUp is that it is compatible with a number of rendering engines. So you can connect so many rendering programs such as Enscape, D5 Render, V-Ray, Lumion. There are other 3D modeling software that are becoming very popular, but they are not compatible with all of these rendering engines. What do I use? I personally use Enscape because I think it is the simplest and the results are really good, and it is also the best value for money, although they are becoming a little bit expensive, which I'm not a fan of. But I've been using Enscape since university and I really like it, and it is a program that renders in real time. So rendering programs are categorized into categorizations, if you will. So there are the ones who render in real time and there are the ones who do not render in real time. So I always want to look for the ones that render in real time because you can see your render like right away. Whereas the other ones, you have to wait for every time that you render your image because it needs to be processed and it's a really slow process, and I have no patience for that. So that is why I like to use Enscape. Any rendering engine that renders in real time is actually highly recommended. Next type of software that you need is something for your graphic design work, which are like mood boards, presentation boards, inspiration boards, and all of the design boards where you are putting all your images for inspiration. What I currently use is Morpholio board. A lot of people use Canva, but I have switched to Morpholio board because it has some really good features that are very useful for interior designers. So Morpholio board is an app created for interior design mood boards. So if you haven't tried that, definitely give that a try. It is so useful and it makes the design process so much easier. So I also have Morpholio board tutorials on my channel if you want to check that out. Okay, so the next type of software that you should be learning as an interior designer is something to render your drawings. Now, we have talked about the types of drawings that you need to create, such as elevations, floor plans, sections, and all of that. And those drawings don't need to be rendered if they are gonna be sent to a contractor or a builder. But if you're showing this to a client or you want to use them for your interior design portfolio, then you might want to render those because they will look more interesting and more pretty. So definitely that you need to find a tool that is able to render that for you. And there are two that I can recommend to you. The first one is Photoshop. Now, the only thing with Photoshop is that it's also not very self-intuitive. So although you can watch some YouTube tutorials and try to learn it yourself, it's not going to be as easy as if you were to take classes and learn Photoshop from like an instructor or from someone else. So I do recommend doing that if you want to take Photoshop seriously. And the other tool is Rayon. So we talked about Rayon for 2D drawings, and the cool thing about this new tool is that you can also render your drawings inside of Rayon. So that is one of the things that people are loving so much about this new software, is that you can actually add textures to your floor plans, your sections, your elevations without having to use an additional software. So these are the two main ones that I can recommend, but of course that they might be others like Illustrator and I don't know, like there might be other ones, but you definitely just need to find something that works for you. And finally, the last type of design software that you might want to consider getting into is AI software. Now, there are many different tools for AI, and they are all very new because, as you may know, artificial intelligence is fairly new to the industry, but it is worth it to get into it and learn more about it because it can be very, very helpful, and it can also speed up your rendering process. I have tried a few, but I have decided to stick to Render AI for now, which they are the sponsors of this video. So AI software can basically help you with anything that is design related, from creating renders to mood boards to developing a design concept that you might not know how to do it. So there are many applications that AI can help you with in the whole interior design process. So it is definitely worth taking a look at if you're actually serious about learning AI for interior design. So I really hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you next time. Bye.